our dough, chaps. We've done our dough.
Hello, welcome to week 67 of Form King. To start this week, I want to say that this horse, my favourite horse, Happy Fat Cat, has officially retired. And I knew this day was coming. Even though it was only 6 or 7, I just had this feeling that it had too many poor races, even though it would come back to form. Maybe that they were thinking of it, and then saw the news that it's not coming back to Happy Valley. So very sad. We all have these horses that have a special place in our hearts. The racing style where it would go forward and dare you to run it down, I admired and respected. And I've heard that it's going to accompany Anthony Hamelin, the French jockey that rode it quite a few times, and be in his stables in France. So nothing could be more fitting, but no more days of these vertical striped silks, magical colours. So that's to begin with. What have we got? Caulfield and Randwick this weekend. Pretty big day, Underwood Stakes Day. We've got Rupert Clarke Stakes, pretty massive. And then Sydney T-Rose, the 7 Stakes, Chable running again. Flemington also on Sunday, some good races there. And there's more at Caulfield as well. So yeah, pretty great. And then the footy semi-finals, obviously one tonight, with Geelong just winning. Collingwood Brisbane tomorrow. So bets will be on that because I've missed tonight's game. And so this is a late episode. But yeah, plenty of great racing. And let's start off with where we are at. So last week, this is a recap of how things went down. A huge missed opportunity in that first race where I backed a few of the outsiders I liked, Dapper Darry, Trapeze Warrior, but not Persian Spirit. And it paid about 47 on the tote, which was crazy the way that it cut through the field, paid 47. Something like 61 on fixed. So I thought that I backed it, or even at least for the place, but I had a huge oversight. Did get the Quinella, so we got 10% of $200. Tolkien held on for second just from Stolly Bolly. But yeah, just $1 on that would have really kicked us into the stratosphere, which is what we've been chasing, but wasn't to be. A few place dividends here and there. Apart from that, we didn't get a lot back. It was only late that Manal won. Jolly Star being scratched, the odds came down from what we initially had, but that at least helped to get back around about $42. So small loss on the day. And then in sport, we did the multi on the AFL, but just couldn't get all the legs. Fogarty couldn't kick the 2 goals for us, but we did get 20 in bonus bets, and that $20 may turn into more tomorrow. It may be a blessing in disguise. So that's the way we're going to approach it. So minus 20 on sport. Racing, we lost about $8. So overall, the racing percentage only comes down slightly from around 6.5% to about 6.2% profits. Sport takes another big hit. We're well over 10% down, but those bonus bets are funneling across into the racing section, helping prop up that number. The overall percentage that we are up is 2.5%, and then now I'm down. I'm up about 1.8. So pretty slim. And what can I say? We just keep on going. We just keep on plowing through. So share market took a little bit of a dip. It was up about 16%. Now it's back to about 14, maybe even 12. So that's good in a sense. But yeah, that's where we are at. So Caulfield. We're going to do Caulfield. We're going to do Randwick, and we'll skip a few in the process. So race 1, 1600 metres, 78 grade. This one isn't too interesting. I think a few horses are coming to the end of their preps here. Shoeless being one of them. Prince Eric's resuming. Has had some pretty handy runs. Al Duca and the Creator. Al Duca's the favourite at $3.20. The Creator's paying $7. They're probably both going to roll forward. This will be a good indicator of how the track at Caulfield is playing and what's being favoured. They'll roll forward. Should be hard to run down. Nation's Call first up is pretty handy. First up record's quite good. 60% place rate. Coming off a decent trial. It's paying $4.80. I'm going to stick with number 8, Presser, just because I backed it last time, and I do believe in sticking with horses even after one flat run. So that was the 5th at Moonee Valley. This is a pretty winnable race. So each way on Presser, just out of sentimental thoughts. And then a trifecta. I do like those leaders, the Creator, Al Duca, 1 and 4, then also 5, Prince Eric, 8, Presser. We'll do a trifecta where Prince Eric and Presser can be roaming bankers, have to run top 3, and then Al Duca or the Creator can fill the other spot. Interested how Far Flying goes. I don't really see that stringing two together, but hey, let's see. In terms of a betting race, I'd put that as a low. Just think it's a bit depends on who gets the best run. Nothing super clear. Race 2, 1400 meters again, 78 grade. This one's for the 4-year-olds up. This one also a bit of a low betting race. I'll say that right off of the bat. I think there's too many chances. Flying Fizz second up will be improved. That's been forgotten a bit lately because it's had so many scratchings. Deep Pleasure was very good in its win at Geelong, and then the second at Sandown behind Chest of Gold. Subliminal did really well holding on for third at big odds. It was around about 26 to 1 at Caulfield, where it held on behind On Display, which is a very talented horse going places. A few others with claims. Paradise City Flyer. It's pretty even. Eagle Express is in the mix. Shadowbar is obviously the favourite, and that's chasing a win in its 5th run this prep. I'm just sort of talking and going over these because the short story of it is that I don't really want to bet too much in this race. I'll just do Deep Pleasure, $1 each way, just to have something with because it's a bonus back second or third race. I don't like to waste those, but at the same time, a bit too volatile of what could happen. So each way Deep Pleasure, and then a Quinella for 4 Subliminal, 7 Eagle Express, 8 Flying Fizz, 6 Deep Pleasure, 10 Zappo. So 4, 6, 7, 8, and 10 in race 2. But yeah, to reiterate, a bit of a low quality betting race. Race 3, the Taggart, 1200 meters, 4-year-olds up, open grade. We're getting a bit better here. I've sort of put this at a medium. There's some good horses in this. Ostmar is the favourite, paying $4.40. Bit surprising. The form's not that great. The wins that it's had have been over She's an A-lister and Aston Rapova, which if they were in this race, they wouldn't be the odds of $4.40. So I'm a bit puzzled. I think because it's going to go forward and a lot of these horses in this race are back markers, is probably playing into why it is favourite. Number 1, See You in Heaven's paying 6. That's run in some better races than this, but still 6 wins from 23 starts. That's a decent percentage. But since this is sort of getting up to an open grade, maybe it should be more. Miraval Rose wants more than 1400 metres, but it's drawn pretty well. It's good second up. I think that this is a very safe place bet, and it's paying quite well, around about $3. So Miraval Rose for the place stands out. Carabas is handy. That could surprise in a race like this. Stretton Angel, this is interesting. It went forward last start, and it probably didn't appreciate it because it compounded pretty quickly, and the horse that was on its inside, Stretton Angel, sat second. The leader sort of didn't compound as much, so I wouldn't say it was a pace thing. I'd say it was just more of an isolated incident. So I'll be interested to see what happens, whether it goes back from barrier 10 and runs better. Probably Caulfield doesn't suit it as well as like the Flemington Straight. It is short, paying 5, considering it was the form is 4th, 9th, over 10th spell, over 10th. However, it's a far weaker race than what it's been running in the Group 1s. So I feel, again, a sentimental attachment to back that each way. Roll on High probably wants Flemington, probably wants a track it can run on better at. And Lovely Cut also loves to run on horse going places. That's paying 7. So I would, I'll have an each way bet, 1 each way on Stretton Angel for those reasons that, I just think that it's the class gap should be pretty big for it. And then a Quinella, and it's actually the exact same numbers from race 2. It's 4 Miraval Rose, 6 Carabas for value, 7 Stretton Angel, 8 Roll on High, and 10 Lovely Cut. So that's that, and I'll take on the favourite. Osmar's also a Sydney horse, first time at Caulfield. That is just not good, so we'll see. Race 4, Barristock Handicap, 1100 metres, 100 grade. This one, again, low quality betting race. This is all over the shop. So Nadal, good horse to mix his form, has beaten Ray Magnerio first up after a long spell. Coast Watch, Sydney horse first up, can win first up, can also run nowhere. Winning strike rate isn't that great. It's got a lot of weight. Recommendation used to love Caulfield, and now it's woefully out of form. Oak Hill loves to get back. There's a lot of horses in this race that do get back, so the speed might not be enough for it to really run on. Also, it's been a bit of a, just want to double check this. Yeah, it's been a bit of a 1,000 metre specialist, so the 1100 is a talking point for this. Jigsaw, capable. Tiger Shark, capable, but maybe not up to the grade fully. 4th at Randwick last time behind Headwall, though, I mean, that's a good horse to run behind. Red Hot Nick's been up for a while, but it's going to go forward again and ask some questions. Clarbell's coming off some winning trials, decent form in Adelaide and Melbourne, and then Celsius Star needs a really furious pace to run off of. So there's just too much going on. I would say low to medium betting race. Oak Hill probably is still value, considering the win 3 starts ago and considering that the previous 2 runs have been behind Barrack Heel in Group 1 and listed races, and it has been close up. So Oak Hill's still probably value at that 280 in a race like this. But then recommendation, I do want to have something on, because if it does get back to form, it's going to go to the lead. It may just get a good run, and the $10 is appealing. So each way recommendation and Oak Hill in this one. Maybe a Quinella. At the betting sheet at the end, I'll check that one. Race 5, Caulfield Guineas Prelude, 1400 metres, 3-year-olds, Group 3. This one, I'll say medium to good. I think there's a couple of things to note here. Planet Red's pretty short. It ran 4th last time at Moonee Valley behind Rochberg. Wasn't a bad run. It made a fair bit of ground at the end. I think it's still short in a field like this. Bingy, it was a good win at Moonee Valley when it beat Crossbow. The question mark I would say to everything in this race is, what have these horses really beaten, and how can we sort of validate these form lines? Space Rider was good winning at Moonee Valley, then it ran second last time. How good is Rochberg? Stay Cosmic made a lot of ground on the fence. Was that just a fast lane, or is that a really good horse that made a stack of ground from sort of second last on the turn? That's into 420 today. It was 15 last time. Estremo, the runs have been pretty consistent. Last time that was also behind Rochberg, so behind Space Rider. A few of these have come through similar races. And Barcash, is it that good a horse? The third to last time behind Rochberg as well. Another one through that race. Vega for luck. The second at Sandown behind Planet Red was okay. Just a bit tricky. What I would focus on is this is up to 1400 metres. A lot of these horses have been running at 12 lately. This horse, Cincherato, number 8, paying 26. It's had 3 trials. The latest was a win. It's had 1 start at Sale where it ran third over the 1100. This could improve a lot over the 1400. It's a small field. I just think that's value in a race where the favourites don't grab me that much. I think Planet Red's too short. I'll have something on Stay Cosmic just because the run last time was good. But again, I wouldn't be putting a lot on anything here. So small each way bet, Stay Cosmic. Each way Cincherato with bonus bets in our case, because we have a few of them. And Quinella for 4, Bingo 5, Stay Cosmic 7, Estremo 8, Cincherato. Race 6, Jim Maloney Stakes listed race. This one is a medium to high betting race. There's a couple of things here that I think are worth noting. Starting with the favourite Vivid Sun. It's paying 280. I think this is good value. It's had 2 wins, and one of the wins it led, and the other one it came from about 8th. That's sort of a sign of a good horse, that they can do it from win from different positions in running. So yeah, Vivid Sun, I definitely want to have something on it. It looked like it was winning with ease. A few of these are going to be leaders. Ruska Roma's going to go forward. Torsheen's going to go forward. Laughlane's had 1 run. It was good, but it's hard to reconcile what that really means. Winning on a heavy at Seymour, probably midweek, by half a length. Hard to know. Cherish Me's capable. Spicy Lou's down from Sydney. Ran back in the field last time in a Group 2, but it was up only 3 lengths off, and it came from well back. So that's a question mark. I've backed it before. The Playwright's going to go forward. Probably the speed was too hot last time when it was beaten by Alpha Sophie. Compounded pretty quickly, but yeah, I just think that they poured on too much pace, and that will be better. So that's probably value at 750. It's drawn wide. It's going to have to do a bit of work. The one I would talk about is number 3, Zany Girl. This I liked last time. It just never got a run. It was behind a wall of horses. Craig Williams was trying to get out. There was just too many dead ends, and it did motor a bit when it got free. So that is a total forgive. And Barry Nine's good. It's going to go back, and who knows what sort of run it will get. If it gets a chance and it can run on and there's a bit of speed, I think this will run quite well. So 15 for the win and 4 for the place is great. So definite opportunity there. And then, yeah, back in Vivid Sun. A bit of a no-brainer. A couple other down the bottom. Yum looks okay. And Chateau Ise out of Frankel Had a good win at Benalla leading, blew them away by 3 lengths, so that's got to go in Quinellas. So Quinella 4, 3 Zany Girl, 6 Vivid Sun, 10 Lath Lane, 11 Yum, 12 Chateau Ise, each way on Vivid Sun and Zany Girl. Race 7, Underwood Stakes, Group 1. Here we go, getting into the big feature races, 800 metres, Group 1, 3-year-olds and up. Let's just go over a few runners. So Sir Delius is the big favourite, $2, real short. It's drawn barrier 10, it's a bit wide, and it was second last time behind Lindemann in that Group 2. I would say that was a pretty weak field. It was very winnable. I backed Lindemann that day, and that was great, getting that at about 10-1. It was just huge value, and Shea Wolf was probably always going to struggle. The riding was definitely on the wall. The Sir Delius run was okay, like it ran on. Not a lot made ground in that race. Like Lindemann sort of stacked them up, and then everything sort of came at the same sort of rate. Sir Delius might be a champ, and I might be getting this wrong, but I just feel like it's quite short, and it probably wants a bit further, to be honest. Moira, this was good at Moonee Valley behind Desert Lightning, but again, that's not really top level stuff. Fourth at Caulfield behind Private Eye. This is paying $5.50. Want to see? I want to sort of try to figure out what they're targeting with this. Zardozi goes under the radar a bit. This does it has run well at Caulfield before. 1 placing out of 2 runs. And that was a second behind Pride of Jenny, which that's pretty great when you say it out loud. We probably need the right run. It's going to go back. It's going to run on. I think that's value. It's a Group 1 performer. And then Anisette number 12, this is sort of playing second fiddle to Moira a bit, but if you go back, like it's coming off 2 trial wins. Between that, it's had a run at Caulfield, run 3 lengths behind Private Eye. That was over 1,400. Now gets to a more winnable distance. This is a 3-time Group 1 winner in America. Like, this has to be taken pretty seriously. It's paying 26, so 100% bonus bets on that, just for, if nothing else, then to just support something that could happen. Like that horse could win or run a place. So want to be on Anisette, want to have Zardozi for the place. Taking on Sir Delius, I just think $2 is too short. Even like barrier 10, who knows where it's going to sit. I just wouldn't want to have, like if I had $100 on that, I just wouldn't want to watch it. It'd be too stressful. It'd be too silly knowing that I put money on this thing. And then you've got, which I haven't even mentioned, like you've got Land Legend number 6, who used to be a pretty decent horse, and that's paying 40. You've still got Desert Lightning and Smoke and Roans there, but Buckaroo, like we're talking about a horse that, did it run a place in the Caulfield Cup, or did it at least start favourite? Like this is a serious customer. Won this race last year by 3 lengths, blew them away. Beat Huaytor, which isn't a world beater, but second to Via Sistina, second to Duke de Sessa. That was the Caulfield Cup. The way that it made ground last time, it benefited off that huge speed, but 60-1 ran third. I mean, this is just a horse with great acceleration, top liner. So I would much rather be on Buckaroo with 59 kilos, which Sir Delius also has. So it's level weights. I mean, that's Buckaroo all day. I'll wait to be proven wrong. But yeah, definitely each way Buckaroo, and bonus bets on Anisette and place bets Zardozi. And yeah, that's a very intriguing race. I would say that's a highly bettable race. Race 7. Race 8, Rupert Clarke, Group 1, 1,400 metres, 3-year-olds and up. Let's do a similar theme. Let's sort of preview these each a little bit. So Angel Capital, it was a good win at Moonee Valley listed. It blew them away. It's not a great field. Like Compelling Truth, I backed that day, and that was a good pick. But yeah, the depth wasn't super good. And I mean, like, this is a Group 1, and Angel Capital's it's drawn wide. Who knows really where it's going to sit. Probably will go back. $3 is quite short. It's not the greatest field ever. But Another Will was a bit disappointing first up, running 6th, and it gets another chance here. It likes this track, 4 wins from 7 starts. That's pretty amazing. It's really good second up, 3 from 4. Here to Shock, pretty capable. It's improved a lot lately. The win in New Zealand, then 7th behind Treasure of the Moment last time was a bit of a, that was Group 1, so can't really take it, be too hard. Before that, 3rd's Private Eye. That's definitely in the mix. Pinstripes looking a bit old and weary now, running back in the field. Arkansas Kid was a good win at Flemington in the Group 2. This is a big step up. Hasn't got the greatest winning strike rate, 5 from 25. Feroce probably wants further, but it's quite capable. It'll appreciate the 1400 more than the 1100 for sure. Lightly raced. There's definitely value in the $34 there. Zarastro, when you actually dig into the form here, it's sort of better than what it looks. It's one of the sides of a high quality horse is that it doesn't lose by much consistently. Like it will always sort of run within 2 lengths of a winner, and it's done that. Probably the horse that's run behind, like the Novelist or Cannonball, you can't really say they're that great, but overall, as sort of like a resume, it reads quite well. The second behind Jolly Star at Eagle Farm is great. 4th last time behind Tropicus in that Group 3. I always think that that's, if it could get a good run, it's drawn poorly in Barrier 11, but if it could get a good run, that's definitely value. Damask Rose was an eye catcher last time, running 5th. That was behind Magic Time. Made up a stack of ground, came from 13th, lost by a length and a half. That's 20-1. So only got 52 kilos. That's interesting. Charlton Lane, number 14. You've got to admire this. Whoever the owners are, I just think this is great. Like, it's been running in 100 grade, around 4th in a Group 3. They've just said, screw it, we're going into Group 1, and here it is at $26. I'm pretty staggered that actually that is paying not that much more than Damask Rose and less than Feroce. That's quite wild, but yeah, good on them for having a dip. Mr. Mbini, very consistent, 9 placings from 10 starts. That's got to go into exotics. CPAL's drawn poorly. That's the second favourite at 440. I'm surprised. It's really up in grade. It's beaten Home Rule by 4 lengths and looked great, but that is 100 grade, and this is a Group 1, so it just can't be compared. And then Zoo Sensation, again, I just kept on writing this off. It kept on winning. I feel like it's been up for a while. It's going to go forward. Who knows what it's going to do? But after looking at all that, even with the weight swing, I would say that Another Will is a standout. Like, that's a top-class performer racing against some sort of Group 3, Group 2 sort of horses. Like, at the 7, it was 750 before, now it's 7. That's a definite horse that I want to be on. So each way on Another Will. And then the Quinella for Another Will 1, Here to Shock 2, Feroce 6, Zarastro 7, 10 Damask Rose, maybe 15 Mr. Mbini to see how big we go. But yeah, definitely Another Will, and there's value in Feroce and Zarastro. And good race, really good race. Good to watch, good to bet in. Race number 9, the Naturalism Stakes. I actually didn't look at this. Half Yours is the favourite at 225. Skipped over it. It's a big field. I just would say that the Doctor of Love, I'm very interested how this goes, so it'll be a close watch on it. Some of these other ones are a bit forgettable. Interpretation, Torrenzino, Earl of Tyrone. Berkshire Breeze shouldn't be forgotten at $10. There's value there. River of Stars is also a watch. Future History likes Caulfield. A little bit. The actual 7 starts with 3 placings aren't great, but a lot of those unplaced runs were in high quality races, and Okita Sushi's back. Yeah, just going to skip this one, but yeah, Half Yours, the staying form is quite interesting. Country sort of horse, but it's hitting top gear at the moment. So Naturalism Stakes race 9, and then race 10 I've also skipped. Big field. The track could be playing a bit weird at that time of day. So yeah, that's Caulfield. Then let's do Randwick. First few races here are just going to be some bets because of the race saver run 2nd or 3rd back. Race 1, Moncada's had 3 runs in. They've been good. It gets a good track, which it wants. It's had to cop a few wet tracks lately. That's paying $3.40. That's a straightforward win bet there. Race 2, the 1,000 metres. So the big favourite is Social Circle, number 15. That is going to go forward. But the thing with this race is that a lot of these horses are going to go forward. So I marked them down. There was about 9. So Sparkle and Glitter, Ditterich, Gaylord, Sabuco, Master of Disguise, Pennycoat, these are all going to go forward. It's a bit of a worrying sign with Social Circle that it's going to have to compete with all that potentially. I mean, the 2 wins that it's had, it's blown its opposition away, but anything involved in a speed battle is tricky and problematic. So I'll stick with that. Like, it was going to be a win bet on that, and then I changed, but I'll go back to it. So a win bet on Social Circle. I want to have a bonus bet on Kaleido Magic. This runs on. It's only won 2 out of 15, but it's placed 9 out of 15. That is a horse that from barrier 9 could definitely run into a place or even win. And it's got a 3 kilo claim, so it's only going to run with 52.5 kilos. So bonus bet on Kaleido Magic each way. Win bet on Social Circle with the race saver. And yeah, there's going to be a wall here. Going to be an absolute fight at the front. So yeah, let's see how that develops. Race 3, 1200 metres, Nick Morata's Trophy. This is a intriguing race. There's a lot of chances. Husk is down in grade. Mosquito's had a few wins. Dollar Magic's very capable and drawn well, which is important. Sergeant Major, high quality horse, fourth behind Lady Extreme first up. It's 1 second up before. Midnight Opal's capable, maybe wants a fraction further, but capable. Young Kira doesn't win too often, but that's again quite capable. Disney's the favourite, not really sure why. That's mixed form lately. And Shadizi, this has had starts in I think it's France, Chantilly and Derville. So yeah, the buzzword here is interesting. Betting wise, I'd just do some sort of Canella, Young Kira, Midnight Opal, Sergeant Major, Dollar Magic, Mosquito and Husk. Let's do that. But yeah, not a really bettable race. Race 4, this one here. Yeah, down the order, there's a few things. So the favourite's Idle Flyer. Interesting that in this race, 2 horses are coming off 0-0 and then win. Well timed, that's paying 9, and Idle Flyer, the favourite. They both have that, 0-0 spell, then win. Dominator from the Gay Waterhouse Yard. This is a good horse to be running in group races. It's only won 1 of 9, but this is quite winnable. It's paying $5.50. Meridiana should be mentioned. It won its maiden quite well. And then it had then it was behind Sergeant Major, ran 4th, which is running in an earlier race. And then 2 races in listed grade. And then now it's resuming. So that's over the odds for sure at 23. And then La Roya. This wants a good track, which it gets. It's quite capable. It's won 2 of 8. That's paying 34. So definitely want to have something on La Roya. And Quinella for 14 Dance and Boom, second favourite, 15 Dominetta, 17 Meridiana, 18 La Roya. But yeah, big field, good race. Race 5, Kingston Town, 2,000 metres. Vauban's the favourite. We'll see if that wins. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Son of Sun, 80 to 1's mixed a lot of distances. Elamaz, decent first up. It's never missed a place. James McDonald on board. Birdman, very capable, very good. Only 2 wins from 12 runs though. And then a few others down the order. Just going to do a bet on each way on Elamaz. A lot of these outsiders, not really sure how they're going to go. Like Full Count Felicia, Athabaskan, they just sort of make up the numbers. Arapaho, pretty capable. Top weight though, yeah, just keep it simple. Race 6, Group 2, T-Rose Stakes. Apocalyptic's the favourite. Next Gen at $13 has had one win from 4 starts. Ran last in a Group 1 behind Nepotism. Close up 7th behind Apocalyptic first up. Second up here, probably a bit of value. Artistic Venture had to go back to the country to Kembla to get its maiden win. It's a horse that sort of needs a bit of luck in running. I just want to have something on Kujenga because it might benefit from going up to 1,400 metres. A few of these horses have won at 12, but now the game changes. So we'll roll the dice on Kujenga. Otherwise, it's a typical race, sort of like a low betting race. Race 7, the Bill Ritchie, 1,400 metres. Royal Patronage is the favourite. Tricky. A lot of these want further. Vivieres run a lot of seconds. I sort of flirted with betting on that. I'll just leave it. It's just too hard, this one. Too many chances. Big field. Race 8 is the 7 News Stakes. 600 metres open. This is the race on Sportsbet where it's money back, no matter where it runs. Fangirl's a $2 favourite. That's going to run on. Lindeman's going to go forward. Private Eye goes forward these days. Wolf now is paying 4, which is good value. It's had 2 fourths. I feel like even though there's really no guarantee it's going to win, just the value alone I think is worthwhile since we sort of are pressed into having something in this race because of the offer. So win bet on Wolf. Then race 9 is the Group 2 shorts. Private Harry's unbeaten, 5 from 5, even with 2 trials. It's unbeaten as well. Maybe 3. It's a Group 1 Galaxy winner. Brialsa was 4th in that race behind it. Jetabil making up the numbers. Jolly Star, serious player, scratched last week or the week before, running here, drawn wide. Mahuna, watching the replay of the Golden Slipper. It just, the C's parted and it got the right run and was sort of right place, right time. Did definitely run well, but probably the ride wanted that race. Initially, I wanted to back it. I thought it was value here, but maybe Private Harry just is the way to go. Drawn really well. It's going to go forward. Yeah. Private Harry and Mahuna are the ones. So I'll do a trifecta with those two to win, those two for second, and then Field for third. And then race 10, it's a skip. That's everything for the racing. For sport, the match is Collingwood and Brisbane, so we'll just keep it simple. 3 legs, same game multi. Jamie Elliott for a goal, Lockie Schultz for a goal. And then for Brisbane, was going to do Calamarchi, but no, we'll do Kai Lohman because he's shorter. So the 3 legs together equal $2.20, so $20 on that. So bets are on screen. This is what we're going to do. Let's have a look at each way on presser. That race will do Trifecta Roving Banker, the 5 and the 8, Prince Eric and Presser with the 1 and 4 to Rove. The next few races, bets as mentioned. We'll do each way stake Cosmic, Cinchurado each way with bonus bets for the win. Zany Girl as mentioned. In race 6 at Caulfield, we'll do a trifecta. The Roving Bankers 3 and 6, and then Field to Rove. Other bets, yeah, as mentioned, I think everything is looking good. So that is it. That is week 67 this week. All the best. Have a fantastic first weekend of school holidays. The racing's great. Tomorrow night should be a fantastic, cracking AFL match. And yeah, we're chipping away at this 1.8% profit that we have and trying to build it up. So yes, we'll say farewell to Happy Fat Cat and have a wonderful weekend.
And then came Sweet Liaison as they turned for home. Jefferson, he's been in fun every inch of the way. He's out like 2.